Most people fail to stay calm because they panic the moment things don't go as planned. They react too fast, say too much, and lose control before they even realize it. If you want to stay composed when everyone else is breaking, here's how Ayanokoji would do it. Chapter 1. Understand why people crack under pressure. People don't lose control because of what happens to them. They lose control because of how they interpret what happens. When chaos hits, most people jump straight into reaction mode. They stop thinking and start surviving. Their emotions take the lead. Their logic shuts down. But you're going to operate differently. You'll train yourself to see chaos as information, not danger. Pressure isn't a threat. It's feedback. It's data that tells you what's going wrong and what still works. Ayanokoji never panics because he never takes things personally. He treats every situation like a puzzle. The more intense it gets, the sharper his focus becomes. You can do the same by asking one simple question. What's actually happening? Not what I'm afraid is happening. That question separates emotion from fact. It slows down your thoughts. It gives your mind space to think clearly. Once you stop reacting, you start controlling. That's the foundation of composure, and it begins with seeing pressure for what it really is, not chaos, just input. Chapter 2. Build emotional distance. You can't stay calm if you're too close to the problem. Distance creates clarity. When you're emotionally attached, your decisions become defensive. You start protecting your ego instead of solving the issue. Ayanokoji avoids this by staying emotionally detached. He doesn't suppress emotions. He observes them. He lets them pass through without letting them take control. You need to build that same distance. When something triggers you, don't speak. Pause for 5 seconds. Let the emotion peak and pass. Then think. You'll notice how quickly intensity fades when you don't feed it. This pause is your weapon. It's not weakness. It's control. Every second you delay your reaction, you gain power. You become unpredictable. And unpredictable people are hard to manipulate. The calmer you remain, the more leverage you hold. Emotional distance is the shield that keeps your mind clear. Chapter 3. Focus on the controllable. When people panic, it's because they focus on things outside their control. They try to fix outcomes they can't touch. You'll train yourself to ignore that completely. The only things you control are your thoughts, emotions, and actions. That's it. Everything else is noise. Ayanokoji focuses only on variables within his influence. He doesn't waste energy on what if. He invests energy into what now. That's the tactical mindset you need. When chaos hits, ask yourself this: what's the one move I can make right now that improves this situation? Then do it. Not 10 moves later, not after overanalyzing, just one step. Calm people think in layers. They act, observe, and adapt. They don't freeze trying to solve everything at once. Control begins with cutting out what you can't control. It's that simple. Chapter 4. Slow down your internal clock. When stress rises, your perception of time speeds up. You feel like you need to act instantly. That's how mistakes happen. To stay calm, you must slow your internal pace. Move slow even when things move fast. Breathe slower, speak slower, think slower. This forces your brain back into control. Ayanokoji's greatest advantage isn't speed. It's timing. He acts after others expose their weaknesses. You can't do that if you rush. When chaos hits, count to 3 before reacting. Those 3 seconds might save you from a lifetime of regret. Slowness is power disguised as patience. It makes you the eye in the storm. The calmer you move, the more chaos works in your favor. Because while others rush blindly, you'll see everything clearly. Chapter 5. Control your breathing first. Your body is the first system to panic. Your mind follows it. When your breathing becomes shallow, your brain interprets it as danger. So the fastest way to regain control is to control your breath. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold for 3 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth. Repeat this until your heartbeat slows. This technique resets your nervous system. Ayanokoji doesn't show panic because he controls the physical signs first. No shaking hands. No fast breathing, no reactive expressions. You can do the same anywhere, anytime. Breathing isn't just for relaxation. It's for dominance over your own body. You can't lead your mind if your body's in chaos. Master your breathing, and your presence alone becomes intimidatingly calm. Chapter 6. Treat every situation like a test. Instead of asking, Why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this testing in me? That shift changes everything. It turns pressure into practice. Every argument tests your patience. Every setback tests your adaptability. Every betrayal tests your discipline. Ayanokoji sees life as a series of quiet evaluations. He doesn't react emotionally because he's too busy passing the test. You can use this same mindset. When chaos hits, mentally label it. This is a patience test. This is a focus test. It gives your brain purpose and pressure, and purpose turns stress into structure. Instead of breaking, you begin building under pressure. You'll start to crave challenges because each one makes you stronger. Tests aren't threats. They're training grounds for composure. Chapter 7. Master the art of silence. The loudest person in chaos is usually the weakest. They talk to feel in control. But true control doesn't need words. Ayanokoji uses silence as strategy. He lets others reveal their emotions while he stays unreadable. You can do the same. When someone yells, go quiet. When someone blames, stay calm. Your silence will expose their instability. Silence also buys you time. While they speak without thinking, you observe without reacting. You gain information with every word they waste. Silence is the calm person's weapon. It forces others to guess what you're thinking, and in uncertainty they lose balance. So don't rush to fill silence. Own it. Use it to reset the room, the energy, and yourself. Control starts with saying less. Chapter 8. Think like a strategist, not a victim. When things go wrong, most people ask, why me? You'll ask, what's my advantage here? A strategist looks for openings, not obstacles. That's how Ayanokoji stays calm. He's always thinking 2 layers deeper. When others complain, he calculates. He sees what emotions reveal. He watches who folds first. That's valuable data. Every stressful moment exposes real intentions. Your job is to read it, not react to it. Victims feel chaos. Strategists study it. This perspective shift instantly reduces panic. You stop seeing yourself as attacked. You start seeing yourself as in control of observation. You learn from every situation, even the painful ones. Calmness isn't pretending it's easy. It's choosing to think instead of react. Strategists win because they stay emotionally stable when everyone else loses it. Chapter 9. Build tolerance through exposure. Calmness doesn't come from comfort. It's built through controlled discomfort. If you avoid pressure, you'll always panic when it arrives. So start exposing yourself to small doses of stress. Cold showers, speaking up when nervous, training harder than usual. Each time you survive discomfort, your mind toughens. Ayanokoji stays calm because chaos is familiar. He's been there mentally before. You can train that same resilience. Seek controlled difficulty. Don't chase comfort. Chase composure. Pressure only breaks those who never faced it voluntarily. When you normalize discomfort, you stop fearing it. And when you stop fearing it, you become untouchable under it. Chapter 10. Decide who you want to be under chaos. Composure doesn't happen by accident. It's a decision you make before chaos arrives. You need to define it clearly. When things go wrong, who are you going to be? The one who panics, or the one who adjusts? Ayanokoji already knows his role before the game begins. He never scrambles to find it mid-chaos. You must set your identity too. Say it to yourself until it becomes automatic. I don't panic, I assess, I don't react, I observe. These are mental codes. When chaos hits, they activate instantly, and that's how calm becomes instinct. Not through luck, but through repetition. Decide your role before life tests you. Then play it with precision. Final thoughts. Staying calm when others crack isn't luck, it's skill. It's built through distance, discipline, and deliberate mindset training. Most people collapse because they react too fast. You'll stay composed because you think before you move. Control your breath. Control your emotions. Control your perception. When chaos arrives, remember, the calmest mind always wins. Be unreadable. Be in control. Be elite. Stay elite.